Good morning, Owls. I'm Torian Smythe, OGA's main anchor, and I'm here regarding some important news for OGA students. And now for this week's segments. Ike's Cooking Corner. Want to discover more healthy food recipes that taste wonderful? Check out Ike's Cooking Corner. Today's are kale chips.
Students, remember not to do this without adult supervision. Hello, and welcome to the Cooking Corner. I am your chef, Isaac, and today we will be making kale chips. This dish is actually a vegan dish. Being vegan means you don't eat anything coming from animals or produced by animals. For this recipe, all we will need is some oil, olive or avocado, it doesn't matter. We will need some salt. We also need some pepper. This also depends on your preference. If you don't want salt or pepper, you don't have to add them. Please remember, if you are allergic to any of these foods, do not try them. Okay, so first, I want you to take your kale and take out all these stems. We don't want the stems in the kale because we're not looking for stem chips, we're looking for kale chips. While you're still taking the stems out of your kale, preheat your oven till 350 degrees. Next, once you've taken all your stems out, I want you to take your bowl of kale and sprinkle some oil into it. Once all of the oil is on top of the kale, I want you to take your spoon or your hands, if you've washed them of course, and start stirring it around, mixing all the oil into the kale that's on the bottom. Once every piece of kale is mostly covered in oil, if you choose to have salt or pepper, now would be the time to crank some salt in there. And then some pepper. And start stirring / mixing. Next, set your kale to the side, pull out a tray, take out some aluminum foil, measure it perfectly to fit the tray. Once your oven is done preheating, put in the kale and set a timer for about 15 minutes. Once it's been around 15 minutes, you can pull out your kale chips. And don't forget to turn the oven off. Once out of the oven, let them cool or cook them some more for desired crispiness. Thank you for joining us on this segment of. Join us next time for some more healthy options.
Discover the origins of letters with Jonah's etymology of J.
Letters in the English alphabet weren't always how we say and write them. The study of word origins like this is called etymology. Today, we'll talk about the letter J. The letter J was originally pronounced the way Y is pronounced, but saying ja to your friends would be pretty weird if you ask me. The letter J then got a little more similar to how it is today with the pronunciation of J. Even with this, J being pronounced as Y may seem a little bit similar, and that's because in the Spanish language, the letter J is still pronounced like the letter Y is. The letter J is also the last letter added to the alphabet, but the words late bloomer don't even have a single J in them. And finally, to add to this letter's sad, sad life, it's one of the least used letters in the English alphabet.